What's up guys, it's Double H here back with another video, and in this video I will be talking about my review for the beta for Back 4 Blood. I've been playing it for a few hours since it came out, and there are some things I really like about the game and there are things I dislike about the game. This game is not what I thought it would have been. It's not bad, it's not amazing, it's just like a regular game. It's an average game. It really reminds me of like Left 4 Dead combined with the World War Z game that came out 4 years ago. It's basically that with it's basically Left 4 Dead, and somehow it reminds me of like The Risen kind of, where you pick up your guns off the floor, and most of the stuff is you find loot and stuff like that. So it's a mix of like three games in my opinion: The Risen, World War Z, and Left 4 Dead. More on the World War Z side, because this game is basically a first person World War Z game. That game was third person, this game is basically first person. So let me talk about the things I really like about the game. So the first thing that I enjoyed the most was the gunplay. I feel like the guns feel great. Everything's smooth. Each gun has their own kind of like feel to them. Another thing is the actual gameplay, the movement is great. Everything feels great, everything feels smooth. There was some times where there was some little lag of frame drops, but that has to do with the actual network connection stuff. But the actual gameplay was great. The graphics is pretty good, way better than what I've been seeing on the trailers. The trailers kind of ruined it too. Like some of the trailers they put out, it made the game look worse than what it actually is when you play it, or they might just improve it on from what they saw in the trailers. But graphics is great. The gunplay feels great. Movement, gameplay, all feels great. Something else is the crossplay. That's you can play with people on PlayStation, you can play with people on Xbox, PC. They can all play crossplay, which is great. It gives the game more longevity basically. Something else that I didn't even know that you can do in this is there's basically a store, if you really think about it, in the safe house. So in Left 4 Dead, basically where you went to the safe house, there was like 2-3 guns, and like there's a melee weapon and your ammo and a health kit, and that was it. Well, this game, there's one like loot crate where you can use your coins that you find around the map. You can pick up coins, and you can use that coins to get a new gun. You can get attachments. You can get grenades, pipe bombs, all these other stuff to improve your gameplay and make it easier for you, which is great. It feels like they really thought about all that kind of stuff. So those are the things that I like. Picking up guns. You can find guns all around the map. There's a lot of ways you can customize your guns too, when you pick up different attachments, different reticles, suppressors, all these other guns and melee weapons and all that. So I haven't seen anything else besides the baseball bat and the machete, but there's probably is something else there. But let's go to the things I dislike about this game now, because it's not a lot of game. The gameplay is good. That's the thing with this game, is the gameplay is good, but the design of the game is not, if you know what I mean. So the first biggest thing I had was the map layout. The thing with the map layout, it's I don't know if this is because it's my first time playing it and just that's how it is with this game, but the way you get lost way too easily in this game. I know it gives you like task to do where what you have to do and all that, but some of these maps are just like, it's just like open, but it's way too open, I guess you want to say. There's always something you got to do to get to the next spot, and maybe I'm just comparing this to Left 4 Dead too much, but I can hop on Left 4 Dead for the first time and I can tell what I'm going to. There's some maps that you don't, but from all these maps I'm playing on Back 4 Blood, it's kind of hard to find your way around. If you're first time playing, or I played the first map a couple times, like 4 or 5 times, and I still had to find, I still had to remember. I had a hard time remembering where I was supposed to go, basically. Another thing is that what I was talking about in my old video was how the characters, I didn't see how the characters were, they're not gonna be remembered. no one really cares about the characters, and this game is like that. No one really I don't remember any of the characters' names. I don't remember how they even look like. Something else is the characters talk way too much during like just the battle. This is supposed to be a zombie apocalypse, but these guys are acting like this zombie apocalypse was they were in there for like years and years, and they're pros at it, because the way they talk about stuff is like they've been doing this for years, but they talk way too much, and there's too much conversation between these guys. Now I understand they're trying to make each character have their own character and talk to each other and make it realistic, but no one talks this much. Okay, so the characters and the way the characters talk is something that's I got disappointed by. They're not trash, they're not garbage, but it really reminds me of World War Z, the characters from that, because this game really is inspired by World War Z, and that game it kind of died off as well. Something else is the zombie types. Now, I said this in my last video where I didn't think these zombie types were that cool. Now, they all look the same. There are some, that's pretty cool, but it's just they all look the same. And the big one, the big ogre or whatever it's called, is just a spongy, character just to get, just bullet sponges basically. They do come out a lot, like the dude with that blows up. I don't know what his name is, but he's like a big monster, blows up, and then like there's like acid in his body or something. He's always there. I see that dude. I see the dude with what looks like a charger with the big arm, but I haven't seen anybody else except those two. And I don't know how many of them are in the game or how many they have available for you to to be in the game against you or whatever. But the characters and the zombie types, they look just generic and they all look the same. The other thing, the biggest thing probably, is the card system. The card system, I just don't enjoy card systems in video games, and just like I keep bringing this game up, but this game is way too similar to this, and I have to keep bringing it up for it. But World War Z had a card system. And this whole game is based around this card system, and every time you load up into a new round for each campaign, this is going to make you choose a card and all this kind of stuff. And I was never a fan of these kind of card system games where you got to choose all this kind of stuff. I don't know, I just don't enjoy it. I don't know, I just don't, some people might enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it in this game. I feel like it just tacked on for some reason. It feels like it's not even like developed correctly, if you want. I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels off. Like if that wasn't in the game, I think it would have been way better. Maybe you can just like have like settings, you can just change that kind of stuff up, because there's some of the stuff is like you get 10% more stamina or something like that. Now these are common cards, so maybe the legend, like the higher up cards are actually like really game changing and all that. But from what I've seen so far, they look just like generic cards that they just do in the game for some reason. But this game is not terrible. That's all the stuff I disliked about it. That's all the things I like. But this game is not terrible, but it's not amazing. And for some reason, I just don't feel like this game will last like how Left 4 Dead lasts over 10 years basically. Especially when the creators of this game also said they're not going to have support for mods on launch. And the thing with Left 4 Dead, the reason it stayed this active for all these years is the modding community. And I don't see this game lasting that long, especially with stuff like the characters and the map designs and stuff. Maybe the other maps when the game comes out are better, the other campaigns are better. But one other thing was the campaigns are way too long. There's like 7-8 different parts of a campaign. I Left 4 Dead, like all the Left 4 Dead games, there's like 4 or 5, and they're like 40 minutes total, and you're done with the whole campaign, or that one part of the campaign. This game is like probably over an hour to finish the whole, one campaign basically, that first act. So that's another thing. But I don't see this game lasting that long. I don't. Maybe if they have the modding community supported on day one once the game comes out, maybe this game will survive for a few more years. But especially with all these other games coming out at the same time basically, I just don't see this game lasting that long. I'm not disappointed by it, but I'm not amazed by it as well. So if I had to rate this game basically, I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's an average game. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. But you know, that's the way I can describe it. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's just average, you know, zombie game. But yeah, that's gonna be the video, guys. This is my review and my thoughts about this Back 4 Blood beta. Make sure to drop a like in this video, guys. Make sure to comment down below what you guys thoughts are on this beta, what you guys think about this game, and you think it's gonna survive as long as Left 4 Dead did. And yeah, make sure to subscribe for this channel. Make sure to do all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys later.
神羅転生